Greetings! My name is Michonne David and I am the choral director here at Oscar Smith Middle School. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing to you our virtual project for the 2020-2021 school year, and what a school year it was. Normally at the end of the school year I like to sit down with my 8th grade students and we create a musical from scratch. Like, we write it, brainstorm, act it out, create the songs, everything. This year obviously was a little different, but I did not want to deny my students the opportunity of creating something that they can call their own. So this year we sat down virtually and some in person and we wrote a script. After we wrote the script, we practiced it and we started to film it using Zoom. I edited it the best I could with the help of my good friend Sarah Salamino. Thank you so much. And tonight we would like to present to you A Virtual Mess. I'm not saying that it's a virtual mess, I'm saying that's the title, A Virtual Mess. Written by myself and my 8th grade students, with two songs composed by my 7th grade students. So I hope that you enjoy. There are some mature themes that are discussed by the students, but nothing too crazy. But please, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy A Virtual Mess, brought to you by the Oscar Smith Middle School Choral Department.
Are you guys ready for me?
Okay, so tell us about the project.
Well, we're attempting to make a documentary on students' life in middle school for GETFLIX. We just have received the green light when, boom, COVID happened and virtual learning started. It was right back to the drawing board. We met with the board of advisors at GETFLIX and, well, you're just going to have to see for yourself.
Listen, we need to go forward with this project. The funds are already in place.
That's right. Every minute lost is $1 lost.
But what are we supposed to film? We can't get into the classrooms.
We don't care what you do. Make it happen and make it good.
Make it make sense. Dollars and cents, that is.
Be quiet. No one likes your jokes.
Well, maybe we can document how the students are adjusting to the new normal.
I don't care what you all do. Just make sure that GETFLIX gets a return on our investment.
Listen, if you need to give things just a little nudge to keep things interesting, then go ahead and do so.
Ooh, we can definitely make that happen.
What are y'all doing? Now you can laugh. Laugh.
All right, class. Now that we are all here, let's start with warm-up number 7. Lily, can you please turn your camera on? And Willow, are you sleeping on my time again?
No, Mrs. Koldrick, I'm just finishing up my meditations.
Do I really have to?
Come on, Lily, just turn it on.
I mean, I'm here. Why does she need to see me?
And Shaquiqui, we have talked about this 1,000 times. You can't keep talking to that stuffed rat.
I have told you 1,000 times, don't address him as that. That hurts his feelings. I've also told you my name is not Shaquiqui, it's Colette. Thank you.
Well, Colette, I don't see that on my attendance sheet. What's your last name?
Oh, she definitely should not have asked that. I am a figment of your imagination. I only say what you want to hear. End quote.
Yep, this is gonna be good.
Can we all focus back on the lesson, please? You all need to pay attention.
Oh, my bad. I must have missed when you became the teacher. Please, Miss Kylie, continue on with your lesson.
Miss Banana, what were you saying?
Actually, it's Miss Koldrick. My name is for Lucy Banana Koldrick. Fun fact, it's an old family name, passed down from my great.
No, I think you're asking Coletta what her full name was.
Why, Lily? Why do you have to be rude and do stuff like this?
Yeah, I can't. It's really fun.
You know, thank you so much, Lily. I get so distracted sometimes. Anyways, what was your name over there?
Great cooking is not for the faint of heart. You must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work, and you must not let anyone define your limits based off of where you came from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
Okay, her name is Shaquiqui, but she prefers to be called Colette Linguini Custode.
Yeah, she's really into that, what's it called? Ratatouille movie or whatever.
So basically what everyone's saying is that she's a 5-year-old who thinks she's a rat from a movie.
Excuse you, his name is Remy. He's right here. You may address him as such. I keep telling y'all he has feelings. Y'all don't want to listen to me.
Don't be rude, Lily.
I'm not being rude. She's being soft. And it's just a joke and y'all are both too sensitive.
Can we please get back to the lesson? You all are always such a distraction. The placement test will be here before we know it.
Oh my gosh, guys, 7 minutes. It's a new record.
7 minutes? What are you even talking about?
It only took 7 minutes for you to bring up that stupid placement test that nobody cares about.
You know, this is enough. I must take control of this situation. You know, on the real, this is crazy. And that's on all the lambs that Mary had. You feel me, Familama? Now sit up in your chairs and unmute yourself and sing. No.
It's called record meeting.
So, Miss Koldrick, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, my name is for Lucy Banana Koldrick, and this is my very first year teaching middle school chorus. I was super excited to get started with my students, but, well, you know.
Yeah, the pandemic must have hit you guys really hard in schools, you know?
It has definitely been rough. First year teaching can be difficult by itself, but throw in a pandemic and it gets mad crazy, yo. You feel me?
Okay, well, for Lucy's sake, can I call you that?
My name is actually pronounced...
Oh, okay, my bad. Is it Furly Shushu?
That's not it either.
Okay, I'll just call you Miss Koldrick then, right? Yeah.
I think that's best.
Well, Miss Koldrick, let's start over. Let me ask you this. What exactly were you trying to, like, you know, do during that last class?
I don't think I understand the question.
Well, if I'm being honest, that class was pretty bad. I mean, couldn't you hear them? Like, do you feel as though like they were with you, or like that they sounded like, you know, good?
Whoa, slow down. What are you trying to imply here?
I mean, I don't want to offend, but like I figured, like, you know, you're a music teacher, and also I thought that you would, like, you know, like be like, oh, that was pretty bad.
I really don't think that this line of questioning is appropriate.
Okay, well, I don't mean to offend you, you know?
Well, you did. I think this interview is going pretty bad and that you, ma'am, are speaking cap. Aren't you supposed to be a professional? Shouldn't you know when an interview is a hot mess? Don't you dare come for me unless I send for you. And that's cash money. Yeah, I said what I said.
Okay, wow, slow down there, Banana. How about we change directions a bit, you know? How about this? How are things going since, you know, COVID hit and you've gone virtual?
You saw the class, didn't you? See, now you're just trying to be a funny guy. How do you think things are going? You know what? We're done here. I'm leaving.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, please. Let's start over, okay?
Listen, I find this line of questioning very disrespectful.
I'm really sorry, okay? Okay, how about this? There was like one student paying attention, right? Yeah, that's good, right? Yeah.
You know what? You're hilarious. No.
No, for Lucy, whatever. That was just great, right? Okay, so Kylie, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Kylie Renee Johnson, and I am an 8th grade student at Los García Frith Middle School. This year, I plan to run for class president, get into a medical academy, and then study biology at Johns Hopkins. I will then be the youngest pre-med graduate in the history of the institution. And
Oh wow, that's a lot. You know, I wasn't really ready for all of that, but that's really great, you know. But like, maybe let's try to get like to know you know, you personally, instead of like just a list of all of your goals and like achievements.
Personally, what do you mean? I mean, everything's fine.
Like, you know, your friends and relationships. Ooh, what are things like for you here at Frith Middle?
Socially, I mean, everything's fine.
Do you have any friends? I mean, you have to have friends, right? Everyone has someone.
I don't need anyone. Everything is fine. I am very independent and quite capable of doing things on my own. I quite like it that way.
That's crazy. Everyone needs someone to talk to. Ooh, what about that Mila girl? She seems to be friends with everyone.
I don't need a person. I've got me. It's fine. And as far as that Mila girl, everyone says she's so nice, but that's not factual.
Ooh, what do you mean by that? You guys are like cool? Let's let's hear more about that.
That's not important. Why are you even asking about her? It's fine. Everything is fine. I feel as though...
Kylie, what are you doing? I said these silly interviews will not take away from your scheduled study time. Go do your homework, and when you are done, clean your room, and get ready for tonight's event. Your father has a very important Zoom meeting, and his clients want to meet his family. Make sure you are presentable.
I'm sorry. I need to go.
That means now, Kylie!
So, Sienna, tell us about yourself.
Well, okay, so my name's Sienna. My favorite color is yellow, and I just love the summer. Like, obvi. It's so sunny and warm, and just fills you up with sunshiny goodness. Disney movies are my complete fave. I feel like I really relate to Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, wow, you seem really bright. Just like really, really positive. Like, warm sunshine.
Oh, my friend Lily tells me that all the time. I think life experiences have made me this way. My family went through a really rough time with my brother a few years back. It was super difficult, but it taught me to try and find a bright light in dark things. Staying positive really brought me through that. And Joe.
Oh, so your brother's name is Joe?
No, silly. This is Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, being positive helped me focus less on the negative and more on good old Joe here.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, Lily and Labrador, right? You guys are friends?
Of course we are. Lily is my best friend.
Oh, nice. We love establishing connections between our characters.
Characters?
Oh, You know what I mean, right? You guys are like the subjects, like characters, subjects of our documentary.
Yeah, but we aren't characters. We aren't playing roles in some fake play or anything. I mean, this isn't The Office or one of those fake reality shows where everyone ends up fighting all the time, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah. What can you tell us about Lily? She's like our next interview after this.
Lily just needs a friend. She is struggling, but I can see that she's trying, and I'm proud of her. Yeah, she just needs a friend.
So, Lily, tell us about yourself.
What do you want specifically? I'm kind of bad with questions.
Are you saying that you're bad at questions in general? What is it? Whatever, okay. Tell us about yourself,
My name is Lily. What else do you need to know?
Maybe tell us what you're expecting to take away from this online experience with this Furley Shoo Banana Koldrick. That name is really long, dude.
Okay, listen. My name is Lily, and I'm a Scorpio, and that's all you really need to know. Are we done here? I have things to do and some places to be.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. Where could you possibly need to go?
Seriously, what is with all the questions? What do you need to know? My entire life story? Well, it all started when...
Okay. Well, this is supposed to be a documentary, so... Wait, no. Okay. That was very rude of her. But this is very interesting. So, like I told you, very, very interesting. So, go ahead and tell us your name and a little about yourself.
Oh, I am the soon-to-be great Colette Linguini Gusto.
Wait. Can we cut for a minute? I don't have a Colette on the running sheet for today. Shoot. Can someone add me to the Zoom call? Hey there. What did you say your name was?
Before I was rudely interrupted, I am the soon-to-be great Colette Linguini Gusto, and
Miss Director Banks. I heard that her name was actually Cher.
Oh, wait. This is the one?
The one, which one?
Oh, you'll see. You go ahead and take it from here.
So, Colette, is it? Well, we were told that your name was actually, Cher.
I said I am the soon-to-be great Colette Linguini Gusto, and I...
Okay, but it says here that your name's actually, Shakiwi.
It's Shaquiqui, not Kiwi.
Oh, so your name is Shaquiqui.
Can we move on? Don't you have other questions to ask?
I mean, I do, but like this whole name thing is kind of interesting. Why Colette Linguini Gusto?
That is the name that I chose.
Okay, let's just move on. So, what do you like to do?
Well, I do like to cook. Actually, anyone can cook. Remy says the only limit is your soul.
Okay, I'm catching something here. Are you like referencing something? Wait, isn't this all from that movie with the mouse?
I know. Did you just say the movie with the? Does this look like a mouse to you? Come on, we're leaving. Get your things. This is disrespectful.
Wait, what did I say?
You called it the movie with the mouse. Do you understand how disrespectful that is?
I apologize for that. What is it from again?
Only the best film known to man or rat. Ratatouille, man.
Oh yeah, Ratatouille. That was a pretty cool movie.
A pretty cool movie? Yeah, no, it was life Change it. You know what? No, and no. We're done. Come on.
No, Colleen, whatever. Come back. No, what? Just forget it. Why do people keep walking out? This is like a Zoom session. You can't just. You can just leave the meeting.
So this next student actually demanded that we do her interview outdoors. She was very specific and unwavering on this. Otherwise, she was actually very pleasant.
So, Willow, Lee, that's an interesting thing and a very interesting scene you have going on there. Tell us about yourself.
Hold on. Let me and my dogs finish our meditations. Okay. Now I am one with nature. Come on. I'm Willow Daisy Leaf, and I'd like to think of myself and my dogs as childs of the sun. Receiver of positive vibes and vibrant energy forces. I really love nature, as you can see, and speaking of meditation, it's time for my second daily meditation. Would you like to join me?
No, thank you. Thanks for, the offer, but I'm good, really good. So, how did you get into meditating? A lot of people your age don't typically do things like that.
Well, I'm a big fan of meditating and nature. So the start of the school year, I started meditating when the pandemic and the lockdown happened. Meditating was a really big source of calming energy for me in this very stressful time. Now I do daily meditations, and the calming energy, it keeps me centered, It's also super useful with my my motivation at school. I used to be laser focused, but not really joyful,
Hey, guys, word from Director Banks is we're gonna have to cut the video right now. The whole crew's falling asleep. This is boring.
Not boring. Come on, dogs.
Okay, so you are our last interview for today. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Melody, and I'm just here, I guess.
What? No flowers or movie quotes or angry friends?
No, it's just me. I like to listen to music, so I signed up for chorus. Thought it would be fun.
Oh wow, so how's it been so far?
Well, it's been a crazy ride. Lots of personalities.
Huh? You can say that again. Sorry, my bad. You guys can keep going.
Okay, well, we have definitely witnessed some strange things and some interesting personalities. Do you get along with everyone?
Well, I feel like I'm pretty chill with everybody.
Really?
I mean, yeah, of course. I'm cool with everyone for the most part. But don't get me wrong, some people I just don't see eye to eye with. I vibe with everyone though. I'm just not super close with anybody, for real.
Okay, so you said that you vibe with everyone. But I feel like when we reviewed our footage from your class the other day, there was some tension.
Tension? There was no tension.
Well, I beg to differ. Things felt a little tense between you and that Kylie girl. What did you say so?
Actually, I wasn't feeling good that day, so I may have been easily irritated if that's what you mean. But there was definitely no tension. And you could have just said her name. You don't have to add girl after it. Who even says that? Can we please change the subject?
You're defending her pretty aggressively. One would think that you two were besties.
Didn't I just ask you to change the subject? Are we done here? I have school stuff that I need to work on.
Oh, my bad. I just thought I had to mention that, though you still didn't answer my question. I think we have enough for today.
Finally, that was super awkward.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to share my screen so that way we can start our daily sight reading adventure for today. Can everyone see my screen all right?
Yes, Miss Koldrick, I can see your screen. It's perfect.
Yes, we can see your screen. Can we leave? This is really annoying and pointless.
Well, Lily, we still do have at least 30 minutes left, so just be patient with the rest of us. I promise that this is going to be really lit. No cap, fam. And by the way, I know that all of us are super duper chill peeps trying to keep the vibes on the down low, but it would be mad cool if Lily and Mila turned on their cameras, yeah?
Why is she talking like this?
Let's just turn on our cameras, man. Just relax, Lily.
Yo, turn on your cameras and embrace the positive vibes. And you know, I'm sensing your resistance, my dude. Like mad wavy vibrations, you know?
I have my academy placement test in less than 3 months, and this is all a useless distraction. We all need to focus. I'm trying not to stress, and you guys are wasting my time. Have you even submitted your writing samples yet? How can we focus on sightseeing at a time like this, when the whole world is gone virtual crazy? I'm stressed out, and y'all are doing too much.
Oh wow, Miss Prince. Over there has a huge big deal. People are dealing with bigger things.
Okay, whoa, everyone. Let's just all chill our vibes, bruh.
I have the perfect meditation journal for us all to align our chakras in this very moment right now.
Kylie, it's gonna be fine. You need to calm down and breathe. And can you calm down too, Mila? If you don't mind me asking, what's going on?
Yes, breathing. You can do breathing exercise number 2434592, I think, where you make sure you have 5 plants surrounding you in a clockwise rotation to maintain a fresh air.
No, Willa, we're not doing this right now.
Okay.
You'll be fine on the placement test, Kylie. You always do. And you're saying that you're trying not to stress, but you're in the process of stressing the rest of us out. So if you could, not, that'd be great.
You know what we need to do? This is exactly what we need to do in this exact moment. We need to ask ourselves, what would Remy do?
Remy? I'm sorry. Do we have a Remy in our class? Let me check my attendance sheet because I don't remember us having a new student named Remy. They really need to start telling me about these changes.
Oh my gosh, you don't know Remy? Remy, please introduce her to Remy.
No, Lily. Why?
I've said this before. I can, and it's really, really fun.
Remy, the ratatouille, the red of all my dreams.
Well, that was definitely a performance. Ding! Oh my gosh, was that the bell? I think that it is time for me to dismiss this class.
But we can't do that. That's not possible. We're on Zoom. There's nothing.
When has there ever been a bell? We're 3 weeks into school. Never ever heard of a bell.
Oh my gosh, yo, she's faking a bell just because she can't handle our class.
You're faking bell. You really don't like us.
Time to go. Bye.
So that last class was kind of rough, huh?
Listen, I'm doing the best I can right now. Nobody prepared us for this. This is a virtual mess. I mean, literally.
Okay, calm down. We didn't mean any disrespect. We're just trying to capture the moment for our audience.
Let's redirect, guys.
Okay, how about Kylie? She seemed to have a bit of a moment in class there.
I think that we're all having a bit of a moment, but I digress. She's under a lot of pressure with the Academy Placement Test coming up, and then she just has a lot going on in general. I mean, there's a lot of pressure that's put on her.
Oh, so she puts pressure on herself?
Well, that's only part of it.
Can you tell me more? Just so our viewers can understand.
Well, I don't want to put her business out there, but on the real, for you, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I think Kylie's parents are high-key doing the most. You feel me, Famalama?
Okay, so what is with all this slang? You know, what is Famalama? But whatever. Listen, no one knows what you are saying.
I'm just trying to be relatable with my peeps, you know? I really want to be cash money with it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I need a minute, or at the very least, a translator. Can we cut here?
Wait, no! I thought you had more questions. Please come back!
Do I have to do this right now? I need to study. My test is in like 2 months. Do you know how soon that is? Do you? Well, do you?
That Kylie interview was kind of tense, huh?
This is crazy.
So, tell us about the placement test.
It's only the most important test of my lifetime. I mean, why does nobody get that?
Okay. Have you thought about trying some of Willow's breathing exercises? It might be a good idea for you to try some of her calming techniques.
Breathing techniques? That's ridiculous. You expect me to sit down and meditate while all of this is going on? I don't have the time or patience for this.
Stop all that fussing. Ask them if this is for a grade. If not, then you need to leave. We expect nothing but straight A's and the best placement for you. Anything else than that is unacceptable.
What just happened there?
You know what? That's a really good question. I am still not sure.
Hey, are you okay? Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I need to take care of something.
Kylie!
I'm sorry, I need to go now.
Wait, so is the interview over?
I gotta go.
So, why am I here?
Lily, you do understand what we're trying to do here, right?
A stupid documentary, middle school music, a pandemic, blah, blah, blah. Who really cares?
Okay, Lily, can we please try to be civil here? We just want to get to know you so we can tell your story.
Those are two of the stupidest things I've ever heard. You don't want to get to know me, you just judge me and put me in a bite-sized box of the losers that actually watch this nonsense and get entertained and they have such a great life compared to other people. They don't really care, neither do you.
Okay, no. We're here because we genuinely want to tell your story, okay? I mean, it should be interesting because, you know, but like, that's just the nature of entertainment, you know, the entertainment business, so, you know?
My point exactly, so why am I even here?
Let's try to get back on track, guys.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Lily. Why do you think Mila said to Kylie in class that there are people going through bigger things? What do you think Kylie is dealing with?
Okay, Kylie thinks it's so difficult. Like, oh wow, you got this amazing opportunity. That's so hard. She gets on my nerves.
Okay, well, I'm really sensing something more there. Why are you so hard on Kylie? She just cares about her grades. A lot.
Well, I just think that she should care about things that actually matter.
Okay. Like what things? What matters to you?
I'll show you later.
Wait, where is she going? We're not done here.
It's like she walks up every single time. Why does she always have to make things so difficult?
I love how everyone just leaves. It's my favorite thing about this.
Mila, I'm glad we finally got to sit down with you today. We didn't get much from you in your opening interview.
What exactly am I supposed to be responding to?
What? Well, I mean, tell us about you, I guess.
Maybe ask me a question.
Okay, how about this one? Okay. So why did you sign up for this class?
Oh, that's easy. I enjoy being around crazy people. No, I'm just kidding. I like to draw and I enjoy being creative. This class seemed like a safe place to do that.
Oh, that's a great answer. Okay, so how has this class been going for you virtually?
Well, that's a heavy question. It's been a bumpy ride. I don't think anybody really knows what we're doing. We are literally trying to figure out how to do normal things that we've done every day in person and make it work in an online world.
Wow, that is a very mature answer, I must say. It feels as though you put a lot of thought into this.
Right now, there's nothing to do really but think about things. I will say this though, with all of the things happening, music has really been that escape room for me.
So what else do you enjoy doing with your time?
For me, it's not just about listening to music as an escape. It's more so about being creative in general, no matter the medium. I love art, poetry, books, anything that's art, you know?
Well, let me ask you this. Why did you say that, Kylie, that people are dealing with bigger things? Don't you feel like the Academy placement test is important?
I mean, come on now. There has to be bigger things than constantly worrying about a test that's like 2 months away.
I'm sensing something. Whenever you mention Kylie, there's some sort of tension, but you won't admit to it.
Like I told you before, there's no tension. I'm out.
What? Wait, what? Why does everyone always leave?
What happened? Where did Miss Coulter go?
We know not where Lucy Banana Kojic has gone, but we do know that anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great. That quote is from the great chef Auguste Gustu.
I cannot today with this girl in these random Ratatouille quotes. It's a movie. You are not Remy, and what is it with this stupid puppet?
Yo, Kylie, what is wrong with you? It makes me happy. You're alone.
Yeah, Kylie, just let her be.
Kylie, we're gonna fight. You dare mock Remy, the Ratatouille, the ride of all my dreams. We will jump you. Stop playing with me.
You all keep babying her, and that's the problem. This girl better shut up, or I'm actually gonna leave.
Not to take sides or anything, but she's really not hurting anybody.
I honestly think it's kind of funny.
Once again, Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Too much. I need to study.
She's making it really hard to be on her side.
Kylie, you are on mute.
Why are you wasting all your time with this nonsense with your friends? If you're not getting instruction, then you need to exit this virtual mess right now and go study, Kylie.
Sorry, Kylie, but I was just trying to tell you that you aren't muted. Okay, everyone, in this moment, let's just take a second and, like, close our eyes and let's, meditate on this.
Why is it so hard to talk to you? Said by the soon-to-be great Linguini.
Okay, wow. See, that's why Kylie left. Are you good? Moving on, can someone please tell me what happened to Miss Koldrick? The class is a whole virtual mess.
Probably died.
That is a cockroach.
What? What's really going on? That was so strangely normal for you, Shaquiqui.
I am Remy. I own you.
I spoke a bit too soon.
Bruh, this is so chaotic.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. You know, I have no idea what happened. No cap, man. 1 minute I was starting my class, and the next minute I legit got kicked out of my own Zoom session, bro.
We were almost free.
Really be nice.
Okay, everyone, now sit up tall and let's sing page 4 in Sanctus.
So what happened with that last class?
You know, this time I actually don't know, because I kind of wasn't there.
Well, that's not very helpful.
Okay, well, we can go ahead and cut then. Thank you for Lulu Shay, whatever your name was. Thanks.
How many times do I have to tell you guys? It's for Lou C. It's not that hard. And is that all? That was really quick.
Yeah, we're done here.
But you barely asked me anything.
That's a wrap on Funky Lulu Shay.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Thanks for Lulu Shay Spaghetti. We really appreciate you.
I'm done.
So, tell us about our next interview.
So with Shaquiqui, she wants to be called Colette or something like that. Well, with her, we want to try to get deeper into why she became so focused on these characters from a fictional film. You'll see in the next interview how that went.
Hey there, Shaquiqui. So, who do you have there with you?
First, I see that I have the need to introduce myself once again to you. I am the Colette Linguini Gusto, and this is Remy, the finest chef. Did you know that there's a little chef telling me what to cook? There is. That, my friend, is a direct quote from the cinematic masterpiece, Ratatouille.
Oh, that was a lot. Okay, interesting.
Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere. That right there is from the food critic Anton Ego. He's a bit of a hater sometimes, but the quote's true, I think. What do you think about this? What, Remy, what's your thought on this? Well, Humans don't survive, they discover, they create. I mean, just look at what they do with food. Ruby's so smart, don't you think?
Sure. Let's keep going, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared, but Okay, so what you said your infatuation with the puppet and all of this is some sort of weird coping mechanism?
Oh my gosh, I'm tired of people saying that. He is not a coping mechanism. He is a friend that is here helping me through hard times. His name is Remy. For the last time, refer to him as such.
Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to offend you or your friend Remy. But so tell us, how does he exactly help you with these hard times?
I'm glad you finally asked. During this crazy time, Ratatouille has just become like a comfort movie to me. I saw the process that they're going through for the musical, and I thought that was amazing too. I mean, you have these actors that sing and speak so passionately about something that we take for granted on the daily. Food is something that we need, so we don't always see it as beautiful, but they do.
Okay, well, do you feel like you have to be so over the top about all things Ratatouille, though?
Look, I know what everyone says and that they make fun of me and la 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 la, but at the end of the day, it makes me smile and it makes them laugh too. And more importantly, it makes me happy. Isn't that the point of all this?
With Shaquiqui, it was very interesting to see her develop. I mean, on one hand, you have this quirky character that walks around with a puppet dropping random Ratatouille quotes. But when you really take the time to peel more back of her layers, you really get something beautiful. It's almost as though she's already had it figured out and the rest of us are just almost lost. She's right. It is about personal joy, whatever that looks like to you. In the words of the food critic Anton Ego from the Ratatouille film, the bitter truth we must face is that in the grand scheme of things, the average piece of junk is more meaningful than our criticism designated so.
And I'm good. Ooh. You know, there's something so serene about drinking grass tea in the sunshine. This leaf in particular is very, very special. It has the power of life in it. And it's just too bad that it's been pulled away from its life source. And the tree within which food is creating and life is emerging from it. And it's home to animals like the fierce young squirrel or the energetic red-winged bird. Wait a minute. Can you hear that? They're scurrying through the mother tree's branches as we speak. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just teeming with life. And then we move forward, and the mother tree gives us rhythm as we step among her roots and the branches with a satisfying crunch. And do you hear what I hear? Can you feel what I feel? Can you feel the energy? Do you? They definitely feel the energy.
I'm sorry.
Wait, are you asleep? How dare you ignore the spirits of the earth, wind, and air?
I think they're actually called Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I will not tolerate this form of disrespect. You are no longer welcome in my meditations. Bye.
I thought it was funny. Well, everybody loves Earth, Wind, and Fire. So, let's talk a little bit about your friendship with Lily. You two seem to be polar opposites, yet you're pretty close, right?
Oh yeah. Lily and I have been really close friends from like the second grade or something like that.
So, why is she so difficult to get to know?
Lily's really sweet. You just have to take the time to get to know her.
I feel like we're trying to get to know her on a deeper level so we can adequately depict her, but she's very, against that.
She has a lot going on right now.
Well, that doesn't give her the right to be rude.
How would you react if your whole entire family won't accept you for who you truly are? I bet you wouldn't be so nice all the time either. She feels like the whole world is against her because of her sexuality. She's trying to figure herself out, and not to mention we're in the middle of a whole pandemic right now. Cut her some slack.
Oh, wow.
Oh no. Oh no. Lily opened up to me and I spilled all her secrets. What kind of friend am I? Oh no, she's gonna kill me. You have to delete all of this from the documentary.
Well, I can't delete all of that, We have to use this for the documentary. This is gold. Plus, it really gives some insight into who Lily is and why she's like how she is, This is just what we've been looking for.
No, you don't understand. You have to delete this, like, right now.
Are you sure that's what you want us to do?
No! Okay, look, Sienna. You knew when you signed the contract that everything that I said is subject to being shown in the documentary. Okay, so look at this as a good thing. Now people will look at Lily in a different light.
A different light? No, this is bad. This is really bad. Look, you need to delete this. Please.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and cut here. Bye. We have everything that we need.
No! You have way more than you actually need. You can just delete this part. Right?
That's a cut.
No, wait!
Or it's a shell because it has dirt all over where it would be. Oh my goodness. Hi, bub. Are you coming to sniff the snail? Okay, don't eat the snail, okay? Oh no, he's trying to eat the snail. Okay.
Alright, let's get this stupid assignment over with.
Lily, can you forget about the assignment for a second? I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Can we talk about it after the assignment? I don't want Kylie yelling at me again.
No, I need to tell you now before I lose my nerve, and I really need you to listen.
What's going on? Are you okay? Where's our super positive, super annoying Sienna that we know and love to hate? What, are you doing breathing exercises with Willow now?
Look, I need to apologize to you because I may have done something really stupid.
Something happened? Is your brother okay? I knew that stupid positivity nonsense you were always talking about wouldn't be enough. What happened with him? Do you guys need anything?
No, it has nothing to do with him. He's fine. It's just...
It's just what? Can you stop with the breathing exercises? It's really starting to freak me out.
Okay, so in my last interview, I may or may not have accidentally added you. Don't be mad.
What? I can't understand any of that. Why are you talking so fast? Just, who are you, the Flash?
Okay, what I said was, in my last interview, I may or may not have accidentally outed you.
Oh no! Wait, what? What do you mean, may or may not? Outed? What?
Calm down. Let me explain what happened.
You do not get to tell me to calm down. You freaking outed me. Who? Tell me what happened. Tell me exactly what you said and
Well, we started the interview, and the next thing I know, the interviewer was just all on my back about Lily this and Lily that, and I got really overwhelmed. The next thing you know, it came out. Like, I don't even know how it happened. I'm really so sorry.
trying to focus.
That's rude, Famalama. I'm just trying to teach you. Just chill. We're all trying to keep the chill vibes here, and I'm glad that you're trying to focus and do your work, but you are really killing my vibe with the leave me be energy. We are all just trying to do our thing, and that's on all the lambs that Mary had. No cap, fam. You feel me? And that is cash money.
What is she even trying to say right now? Does anyone speak crazy, teacher lady?
Well, it's a little hectic, so we should probably remove all the negative vibes from this Zoom class. Like, everyone just take a second, freeze where you are, and to the count of 3, we shall breathe out all the negative energy, okay? You know? 1.
Will this be on the placement test, Miss Koldrick?
2.
Lily, I said I was sorry.
3!
Forget you're sorry, and you can stop texting me. I told you to leave me alone. I told you everything, think that you were someone I could trust, and you go on spilling all my business to the whole world. How am I just supposed to be okay with that?
Wait, what is happening?
Lily, are you good?
Remy, the ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Not now, Corey.
Now.
It's like he's involving me in a crime, and I keep letting him. Why? I don't know. But we both thought it would be okay if we could, lighten the mood. It's very tense. Very, very tense.
I actually agree with Chef Gustu over there. It was kind of tense and out of nowhere.
Can y'all just shush? This placement test is important. You all should be focused on it too. What is wrong with all of y'all? You are not even taking it serious.
Kylie, can you please just calm down for a minute? Everything does not always have to be about you. You've been like this since the 4th grade. We are all just over it. Mute yourself and go study or something. There's something actually important happening right now.
Mila, you don't understand. My parents have been on me about this forever. You don't know what I'm dealing with. Don't judge me like you know me.
It's not my problem. I genuinely hope you do well on this stupid placement test, but if you don't pass, can't you take it again? This is the real life that the rest of us are dealing with right now.
I don't feel like we really expelled the negative vibes, guys. It still feels like they kind of are here.
Oh my God, Willow, that was so detective-like of you. Everybody here realize that now. Let's just sit this out. We're not the 2 types of characters they need at this moment.
Hold on. Can everyone just calm down? Sit down. Just please have a seat.
This is a Zoom class, Miss Koldrick. We are sitting.
You know what I mean. I need to get control of what is going on here.
Good luck with that.
You're not supposed to be okay with it, Lily, but I just want you to know that I'm so sorry, and I would do anything to have our friendship back.
How are we supposed to have a friendship like that back when you seriously just outed me in front of everyone? My parents are going to see this. Do you even think about that? You insolent...
Wait, Sienna outed you?
I'm sorry. Did you just call her an insolent cabbage?
Wow. Sienna, why would you do that? Lily should have the right to do that when she is ready. That's not your decision to make for her.
I agree with Kylie for once, and I just want to say Remy would never do that to Colette. I'm just saying that's very betrayish.
I'm sorry, but are we just all gonna ignore this insolent cabbage thing? Seriously, what is happening at this point?
Whoa, guys. It's not as simple as it seems.
It is that simple. You made a decision for me that you had no right to make.
Wow.
Okay, so normally what we like to do is get the teacher's perspective right after the classroom scene. This way, we can take in her thoughts on what happened before we go to the students. This time, we decided to do things a little different. Willow's interview gave us a fresh but somewhat controversial perspective on what happened in the classroom. So we decided to air her interview next. Enjoy.
So, Willow, if there was ever a time to do some breathing exercises, it would definitely be that last class, right? That was crazy.
Well, actually, I feel like breathing exercises are not the most appropriate right now. I actually think you should take in how everyone's feeling at the moment instead of trying to make a mockery of it.
Hold on. You're the one that's always talking about like, "Woo, breathing guys, let's get zen," or whatever. But now you want to act like that's not you? Okay. We can pretend like that's the truth.
I took a moment to really try to process how Lily might be feeling, and I realized this is not about how I find peace in the moment. This is bigger than this. This has to be about Lily and her feelings, and I'm really surprised that you didn't notice that.
Okay, you know what? You have a point. I really, truly apologize. I should have never brought that energy your way. I'm actually a little surprised that you interpreted that moment so well.
I feel like that's a bit passive-aggressive. It's like you're saying that I don't pay attention to how my friends are feeling. You can say what you want about how I cope with things, but what we are not going to do is low-key call me an airhead. That is not appropriate.
Okay, hold on. No one has in any way, shape, or form called you an airhead, okay? I'm just saying. You have to admit that this is like experiencing a brand new Willow. Why don't you just give us your point of view of what happened, since you seem so very in tune with what's going on here?
Well, I think we had a tense situation that was bound to blow up no matter what. The way things happens really sucks, but it still happened. What needs to happen now is figuring out how we move forward. I'm not saying that what Sienna did was right. It was super messed up, but like I said, it still happened. Everyone needs to focus on moving forward and just getting over it.
You have to know that Lily would probably never agree with your point of view here. I mean, just getting over it? Oh, wow. But I have to say, that is very interesting. I just wonder how Lily would feel if she found out just what you had to say about the situation.
How I feel about the situation should not impact Lily one way or the next. Like I said before, this is about how Lily feels about the situation. You asked my opinion and I gave it. Now it just feels like you're purposely trying to interrupt my zen.
What? We would never do that. That's crazy.
Can we end this now? I feel the need to replenish my Earth's positive ratio immediately, because I'm sensing major bad vibes here, and I need to remove myself from this.
I was beginning to think that you weren't going to show up.
I was about to not come. Only came because I wanted to see what you had to say.
I can see that this is already off to an amazing and productive start.
That was uncalled for. See, I tried to come here with good intentions to see what you was trying to say. And there you go with this uncalled for messiness.
Okay, I can't continue this conversation without mentioning that it's not what you was trying to talk about. It should actually be were trying to speak about.
So you basically just wasted my time. You called me here to correct my English? Okay, wow.
I wouldn't have to correct your English if you paid attention in class. You were always trying to help everyone else. Well, everyone except for me, that is. What you need to do is help yourself and do some of that grammar homework that we have.
Girl, don't do me, because I can very much correct myself if I feel like that is what's needed. And as far as helping you, When have you ever needed any assistance? You always act as though you don't need no help, none at all. You always try to come like you're always right, like you don't need any help from anybody.
Oh my goodness, the double negatives. I just cannot. How do you expect to do well on the placement test if we cannot understand anything you say?
Actually, in all of my classes, I am on the top honor roll. Somehow I'm able to do that without making everyone else feel bad and without spending my entire life studying. Unlike you, I actually have a life outside of school. You are just in one of my classes, so how would you even know how I speak to my teachers? The way that you hear me speak is reserved for me speaking with my fellow students, peers, and friends. Not that you would understand that playing Miss Supreme all the time. I do not have the desire to make my friends feel as though they have to be something they're not to talk to me.
Wait, are you saying that I do that?
I 100% feel as though that's how you make everyone around you feel.
What about how I feel? How about you inform yourself on the topic before drawing a conclusion? You don't know what my life is like, yet you sit here like you're the most compassionate, caring person in the world. Where's all the compassion when it comes to me? Every time I open my mouth, you have something smart to say. You couldn't possibly begin to understand what I deal with every day. Those grades that you mock me for mean everything to my parents, so much that they never even think twice about how I feel. All they care about is me receiving good grades so that they look good.
How was anyone supposed to know any of that? You never gave us a chance. How was anyone supposed to develop any compassion or anything for you when we didn't know anything about you? Not to mention, you've never said anything to any of us about your situation.
Why would I tell you all about me when everything out of your mouth toward me is negative? Like you never have anything nice to say about me. You never try to hear out my situation before you cut me down. You are telling me that I am the negative toward everyone else? How? You are all the ones that are negative towards me.
Well, I'm sorry that you're going through that, but you have been horrible to me and everyone else. I get that two negatives don't equal a positive, but seriously, how would we know to ask about you or even check on you when you push everyone away with your attitude constantly?
Wow. I know that I've been moody, but I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know that I was coming off like that. Everything I hear from my parents is always grades, 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 and school, school, school. I've never been able to focus on what I want or even what's going on with anyone else around me.
Now I feel bad. I honestly didn't know. I'm gonna try to do better. Real talk, if you ever need to vent about it, I can try to listen. I know I've been hard on you, but I get it now. I got you.
Well, thank you. I don't think I realized that I need a person. Just that person I can turn to for help and support when I need it.
I mean, I didn't say all that. I'm just joking. I'll make an effort to do better if you do as well.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about the Lily and Sienna situation?
Honestly, girl, that's a whole other situation. That's not my place to say anything at all.
I guess we'll see what happens in class tomorrow.
We sure will.
Lily, okay, I'm glad that you finally decided to meet with me today, okay? I have to say, it was kind of difficult getting in touch with you.
That might be because I really don't want to be here.
Okay, there's no need for all of that hostility, okay? I was just actually starting to get concerned because you haven't returned any of our calls or our texts, okay? We're just trying to tell your story, Lily, you know? Give you a voice.
Again, who asked you to do that? I don't need you to give me a voice. I have my own voice. My story is none of your business. You attempting to tell my story is what caused all this mess. My best friend and I have not spoken in days because of you telling my story.
I really want to help fix this, okay? Look, Lily, we're not the bad guys here. We just really want to help, okay?
Okay, if you guys weren't bad, none of this would have happened. Sienna would be sitting here with me right now, and you would cut out the tape where you tricked Sienna into telling my business, and we would not be having this conversation right now.
Okay, well, since you brought up Sienna, I feel like this is a good time to tell you that we actually asked her to participate in our interview today. She's waiting in the waiting room right now. How about I go ahead and admit her?
No, why would you do that without asking me? This is exactly like I said. You are the bad guy.
What do you mean? This could be a good thing, Lily. Just keep an open mind. Sienna, I'm so glad you made it today. Having you and Lily in the same interview to discuss what happened is going to be great for our ratings. I mean, it's going to be great for your friendship, too.
Wait, what? Why is Lily here?
Don't act all innocent like you don't know what was happening, Sienna. Here we go, another opportunity for you to put more of my private life on blast. I shouldn't even be surprised anymore.
No, I promise. I didn't know this was happening. They told me this was supposed to be my interview.
To be honest, I don't want to hear what any of you have to say.
This is gold!
Lily, please. I know it's messed up how this happened, but we need to talk. I'm so sorry for what happened and for what I did. Even Joe's upset. I even had to paint tears on him because he was so distraught.
Sienna, I don't want to hear anything you have to say. It's setup after setup with you. How am I supposed to believe you?
Look, I didn't know you were going to be in here. I put that on Joe. I didn't know. I stand by what I said, though. We can't leave things like this. You know we need to talk about things.
Okay, we're getting all this. This is like, make sure you're getting all this. This is gold. The executives at GETFLIX are going to love this.
Okay, so unless you want me to walk out of this stupid interview, then you need to be quiet. Let me say what I need to say. I'm the one that this happened to, and I'm the one that was hurt by all of this. But you choose to think it was just a game.
I know that I need to take responsibility for what I did, and I am so sorry that I let that happen. That's 100% on me. But can't you see what they're doing to us? From day one, they've been talking about characters and telling people stories. They don't care anything about us. They just want us to fight each other. It's all about ratings for them.
I'm not saying you're wrong about that. I'm just saying that I thought we were better than that. What you did was really messed up. I can't understand how you let that.
I know. All I can do is tell you that I'm sorry. I can't take back what I did, but I promise I could if I would if I could. I understand that I shouldn't have said what I said. I know this doesn't make things better, but I just want you to know that I really regret what I did.
This is reality TV gold! We had the conflict. Two friends. Will they ever get back to where they were? And now we have the beautiful reunion and resolution. But wait, the plot thickens.
With this lady, the plot thickens? What are you even talking about?
Okay, this is the perfect time to tell you that we're having one more guest for today's interview. This is gonna get me my first Emmy! Okay. I'm gonna thank the Academy, and then my mom. You're gonna thank your mom.
It's official. She's lost it.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Oh, hey Lily, and greetings Sienna. Like, what are you guys doing here?
And now, for the final installment of my vision. Okay, Willow, why don't you tell Lily your opinion on what happened to her in class? And action! Dance, puppets, dance!
Puppets? What are you talking about, puppets? Don't you mean like human beings or like 8th grade individuals? Like, what are you talking about and why am I here?
See, here we go with the shenanigans again.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. I told you last time that it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say about this whole situation, me or anyone else. Like, this is about how Lily feels. You're just trying to bring me in here to saturate everyone's chi with negative energy, and I'm not gonna play into this nonsense.
Oh, so you're trying to wade into my life also.
Yes, my puppets are dancing!
Okay, if I'm referred to as puppet one more time.
Well, she's calling us puppets because they've been manipulating us this whole time for their stupid show or whatever.
That's what I've been trying to say this entire time.
You should have been trying to say is that you're sorry for what you did. Sincerely.
I owned up to that, Lily.
I feel like I'm gonna cry, okay? It's like my masterpiece come to life. Okay, I want to thank the Academy and the executives at GETFLIX for finally recognizing my greatness and how talented I am, and of course how great I am, and what else?
Like, she's seriously depleting my Bob Ross positive vibes. Like, what the?
Everyone just stop! Just enough.
Whoa, we might want to relax.
Oh no, I knew this would happen one day. She's about throwing chairs and calling people instant cabbages. You better get a shield, you gotta back up everybody.
No, seriously, Lily never yells. Stop playing. I've never seen her take it past level 4.
We were so close!
Just go ahead and wrap it up. We'll get what we need when their class scene. We'll get what we need with their class scene this afternoon.
Oh yeah. We're actually gonna go into the Zoom this time, right?
That's correct. So go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh, we'll definitely get them then.
All right, everyone. Are you ready to sing through our sight reading with me? Don't forget to mute those mics and turn on those cameras. Oh yes, our guests are here. How you living, Home Skillet?
Okay, I'm fine, I guess. How are you?
Me? You know, I'm just out here on these streets living my best life. You feel me, Familama? I'm so glad that you decided to come to this class in particular. I'm really excited about today's lesson. I think I finally know how to reach them.
All right then. Okay, let's see it. Just act as I'm not even here, okay? We just want to capture some final footage for the GETFLIX documentary.
All right, class. Right about now, I'm gonna kick this rhyme real funky fresh, so you can feel me this time. Sight sing with me, Familama friends, and we'll be cash money until the end. Keep your posture on point, it's not time to retire. I know you're feeling this, fam. These bars are straight hot fire!
It's the Mila and Kylie actually getting along for me. Remy, you were right. You told me this would happen.
Miss Koldrick, if we aren't going to do anything like recording, can I just leave?
I mean, this is kind of important. Did you not hear my fiery bars? But, I mean, on the real, are you okay, Lily? You seem different. If you need a moment, that's totally okay. I mean...
Actually, Miss Banana, well, whatever. We need everyone here for these last 3 shots. Don't forget, Lily, you all agreed to be part of this documentary. We need to keep recording no matter what.
Lily never agreed to exploiting us and, like...
I for my situation, thank you very much. I'm tired of all of you trying to give me a voice or whatever. Your services are not needed, and Miss Koldrick,
Remy says there is an excellence all around you. You need only be aware to stop and savor it. He thought you would need that, Lily. That was for Lily.
I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but just not right now, okay?
Shaquiqui, why can't you read the room? Not now.
Actually, you guys always come down on her, but I don't think you actually listen to what she says or see what she brings to this class. See, she is always just trying to lighten the mood and make things better. And if you listen to what she actually is saying, she is low-key adding insight to what we are dealing with.
So you feel me, Familama?
You know I feel you, Familama. Someone amazing told us that, if I may change it just a little, life is not for the faint of heart. You must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work and must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
I know that! Man, I said that! It's from Ratatouille! Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Okay, well, blah, blah, blah. Enough of all this lovey-dovey stuff. Let's get to the good stuff. Can we talk about Willow Lily?
Alright, what is wrong with you? Do you have soul? You can't let her a minute. She never does anything to hurt anyone, except maybe Remy, but that's not the point.
You know what? We're sick of you barging into our lives trying to mess up everything.
Yeah, every time we meet up with you, you are constantly sowing seeds of discontentment among us.
Kyle, that's great, but can you say that again in English?
Oh, sorry. We're tired of you coming into our lives and trying to turn us against each other. Did I nail it?
That's great, Kylie. Well done, my friend.
This is still very, very weird, very strange, but it's giving, and me and Remy are here for it.
Everyone, I feel like it's finally the time that all of our energies have aligned and the universe is pointing us in one united direction.
Okay.
No, I get it. And she's right. So you want to interview people for documentaries and mess with our lives? Well, guess what? I did some digging and I found some information about you.
Ooh, spill the tea.
Look at you, Kylie, all involved in the drama. I love it.
What? No need to waste time talking about me. Let's go back to like the Lily Sienna thing, okay? That's what we're talking about, right? Right, Miss Koldrick? Feel me, family, llama.
Oh, so now you know my name. What happened to all the banana and furly shoo-shoo stuff? You know, I think we should hear what Sienna has to say. Also, it's Famalama?
No, this is supposed to be about me. Hey guys, can you cut the recording for a minute?
No, remember what you said? We need to keep recording no matter what. Let's not waste film now. I thought you wanted your Emmy.
Yeah, remember all that. I'd like to thank the Academy. Oh, and thank my mom. You always have to thank your mom.
Yeah, so by all means, keep those cameras rolling, guys. Now, please continue.
So, since we're talking about your mom, let's talk about how you're still living in your mom's attic.
Even Remy has his own place. That's sad.
How old are you? You still live in your mom's attic?
Okay, look, there is nothing wrong with staying with Mother. Mother says the attic is my safe and special place.
Okay, wait a whole minute. You mean to tell us that you're messing with a bunch of 8th graders' lives instead of getting your own together? Oh.
I don't agree with your viewpoint here, okay? I am in control here. We will not bully me. I control the narrative. You are my puppets.
I'm not done.
Wait, there's more? This is exhilarating.
Good word usage, Willow.
Alright, so it says right here that you are wanted in 33 counties for theft.
You lying. You out here stealing? That's crazy.
Remy, cover your ears. It's the misdemeanor for me.
Wait, Sienna. What is she stealing?
Just wait for the best part, y'all. Can I get a drum roll, please? It's raccoons.
Oh, I don't think I understand. What was stolen?
That's what I'm saying. Our amazing interviewer here is wanted in 33 counties for raccoon theft.
We are offended. You are kidnapping Remy's cousins, but you're getting on me when Remy is here willingly? It's the audacity.
Kidnapping? Okay, hold on. Those charges were dropped in at least 2 counties, first of all. And how did you even find out about that?
Don't worry about my sources. I'll never reveal my sources. And we're the ones asking the questions here.
I think the best question we could ask right now is if the executives at GETFLIX know about this.
And an even better question is what happened to the raccoons?
Willow, you need to focus on what we're talking about.
I am focused. Someone has to stand up for Remy's cousins.
The bottom line is, if you don't want all this information to suspiciously show up on the offices of the top executives at GETFLIX, you might want to lose that document.
All of it? That's crazy, man. Okay, let's talk about this. We can talk about this.
No, let's talk about these raccoons. What did you do with all the raccoons, man? This is very, very concerning. What the heck happened?
It all started when I was 5 years old.
Honestly, we're not trying to hear no crazy sob story about raccoons.
Yes, we are. We have come this far. We are going all the way through. Please continue.
Anyways, a raccoon came up to me, told me that I was secretly the queen of the raccoons, and that I was old. I need to gather all the raccoons and take over the world with them.
See, no, this is too much. No.
Okay, we don't want to know what's crazy. After that, I woke up in a hospital. Weird, right?
That's supposed to be the weird thing?
Yo, don't interrupt. This is the best story ever.
Anyways, Mother said I was in a car crash, but I know she's just trying to keep my raccoon queen identity a secret because Mother wants to protect me.
I just want to say that myself and the folks at GETFLIX have absolutely nothing to do with this, nor do we have anything about a rat thief.
Y'all stole rats too? I'm suing y'all personally, because why y'all stealing rodents? That doesn't make any sense.
Wait. What?
It's not rodents, Director Banks. It's raccoons.
Raccoons? Wait, what? Oh, that's raccoons. We at GETFLIX have nothing to do with raccoons.
Wow. So, raccoon theft, huh? That sounds that would be pretty bad for business to me. What do you think, Mila?
Yeah, it's giving me very much creepy vibes.
Hey, just to be clear, I said we have nothing to do with this. I'm just hearing about this now.
But she's here with you, right? Helping you make this wonderful Netflix documentary that you want to put together, right?
Well, that sounds like a good time. No, a great time to lose some footage to me.
This is too much. This is too much.
Hey, guys, let's just get our equipment and get on out of here.
Yeah. So, the password is 12345. We're ready for you.
Sienna, who was that? Did you just give someone the passcode to this class?
Oh, it's a surprise. You'll see in a sec.
Berwaldine G. Copperfish.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Hold up. Berwaldine G. Copperfish? Your name is Berwaldine G. Copperfish. And you were making fun of my name?
You tell her, banana.
Berwaldine, I told you that you are not a raccoon queen. The only thing you've ever ruled over here is being a failure.
But Mother, my Emmy, I was going to thank you right after I thanked the Academy.
This is a lot. I'm still stuck on the Berwaldine.
I think that it's safe to say that we're done here.
So, you're gonna delete all that footage?
We'll be deleting everything. Everyone, let's go. You too, Burwald. Sheesh. Wait till the executives at GETFLIX hear about this one.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh my gosh.
There, Berwaldine. It'll be fine. Mother will make your favorite for dinner.
Yay!
Can we please? Let's go.
Sienna, that was incredible.
Thanks, Willow, but I was really just doing what needed to be done.
Sienna, I will text you in a second. I just have something to do real quick.
Hold on, Familama. Class is not dismissed yet.
Miss Banana, we just had a whole situation. Now we need a whole moment.
Are you still trying to study tonight?
Yeah, I got you. Shaquiqui and Willow, are y'all going to study with us? This placement test is like 2 months away, right?
What are you talking? What? I don't even know who you are anymore. We study? When have we ever studied?
Okay, ignore her, but yeah, we'll be there.
I guess that was a lot. But before I let you all go, I feel like I should capture this moment with some hot fire bars!
Right about now, we're gonna kick this rhyme.
We're gonna kick this rhyme because it's that time! Hey!
Yes! They're doing it! They're participating!
I gotta study with Kylie, so we got to go.
This rhyme is the worst, so peace out, bro.
These vibes for our class are finally in place.
And now it's time for me and my homie Remy to say goodbye to you all, because that's the end of our play, and they all lived happily ever after. Okay, so we had Miss Banana Fulu Shoo Shoo Shoo. She had a better second year. Lily had a nice time with her parents. Let's see how they got close again. I wasn't expecting that. That actually happened. And then, Mela, Willow, and what was her name? It's Kylie. Kylie and Shaquiqui, yeah, they all became really good friends. And yeah, that's kind of how it ended. Yeah. So, we don't know what happened to the interview lady. I think she got arrested. I think that happened. I don't know. But, yeah, have a nice day.
Thank you, Remy. The end.
Yay!
The end!
Y'all know she's still recording, right?
Miss Koldrick
Yes, but we're done.
actually mother and daughter.
Yeah.
What? Anybody see my daughter? Anybody see my daughter? I don't know where she went.
Secret love child.
Right here, how dare you? You said my name wrong. You said bald wheel.
That was
Bald wheel. I'm not bald. Yes, I am.
It's a bird. I'm about to start calling you Bertram. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Bertram.
I'm not fat.
Bertram.
That might be a wrap. Like, we might be done. It only took like months. Yay!
We're done?
Yay! We might be done. We might be done.
Yeah, y'all literally said the end.
Oh my god!
Come on, little boy. Our meditations, come on. Jax, you're not being very feng shui.
Hello? Action. Let's go.
Your aim sucks so bad.
Okay, now I'm one with nature. I'm Willow Daisy Leaf. I'd like to think of myself as child of the sun, receiver of positive vibes and vibrant energy forces. I really Oh my god!
That last class was kind of rough, huh?
Listen, I'm doing the best I can. Nobody prepared us for this. I mean, it's a virtual mess. Literally.
Okay, calm down. We didn't mean any disrespect. We're just trying to capture the moment for our audience.
Oh shoot.
So, Willow Leaf is it? That's an interesting name. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Willow Daisy Leaf. Wait, actually, no. Oh my god!
But, hold on.
I want you to, yeah, I was recording.
Baby, baby,
I was
baby,
whatever.
thought you'd always be mine, mine.
Please stop saying it.
Like baby, baby, no, like baby,
No, we're so singing.
One of the many reasons why this is my favorite song.
It may have been rough, but we learned new stuff. 2020 was quite a year. We gotta try to be tough, but we've had enough. Hoping COVID will be all clear. We ready for a new year. Make 2020 disappear. Through it all, we still here. You can't hold us, we persevere. You gotta stay the distance. We gotta keep ourselves in line. We face so much resistance, staying 6 feet at all times. It's necessary to our existence, although some may feel like it's a crime. Some need our assistance. We should help out sometimes. It may have been rough, but we learned new stuff. 2020 was quite a year. We gotta try to be tough, but we've had enough. Hoping COVID will be all clear. We ready for a new year. Make 2020 disappear. Through it all, we still here. You can't hold us, we persevere.
Living in a world of past, never thought I'd see the day. This new world of the past is anything but okay.
This year we really didn't stand a chance. I mean, what more can I say? Let's build, let's work to enhance. Ay, we can make our world less gray. We on lockdown in 2020. Straight homebound in 2020. Yo, I can't take my mask off in 2020. I can't even cough in 2020. Ay, no toilet paper in 2020. Ay, see you later to 2020. Oh my gosh, you're such a hater. 2020, yo, I ain't seen my neighbor since 2020. Stay 6 feet. It's 2020, yo, I can't go out to eat. In 2020, everything shut down. In 2020, about to have a breakdown. In 2020, yo, it may have been rough, but we learned new stuff. 2020 was quite a year. We gotta try to be tough, but we had enough. Hoping COVID will be all clear. We ready for a new year. Make 2020 disappear. Through it all, we still here. You can't hold us, we persevere.